This one might actually be called a tutorial. I saw this on a guy was trying to explain the difference between Blender and I forget the other software he is using, but didn't really make any sense to me because it was a simple part and he had to mirror it in Blender and the other software he's using. So let's go through basically a similar part. So we'll go into Sketcher. Let's pick I'm going to pick the XZ plane. And what I need to do is, he had a part similar to this. There's that. Yeah, it was about 60 and about 20. So we got it. It is located off of this center line right here, axis system. So what we need to do is apply some constraints to it. So we need a dimension from here to there, and we're going to make that 60. Okay. And we're going to make that radius is 20. Okay. So we got that. Everything is green. We're good to go. But he had two holes centered here and here. So we're going to just pick a circle, put one here, about like so, and about there. So we need constraints on that too. So I'll come back over here, grab that one. Let's go 25, and we'll go that one. Let's go here, 25. Okay. So that's the whole part that he made. So let's go back here and we're going to get out of the sketch and we're going to make it a pad. Let's go let's go 5 millimeter. Say okay. So there's our part. That's everything he had. He added a couple radiuses to it. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go here, radius there. That's going all the way around. And how about if we put one there too? I think on one side he put a chamfer. Same thing either way. So let's go okay. And that's a whole part. He also did put a couple of small chamfers in here in case there's a pin or something that goes through it. So I'll grab the chamfer tool. I'll go here, there. Oops. Keep forgetting on the chamfer tool, you got to hit select. So now let's try this again. There, and heavy. So let's go a 0.5 millimeter. Say okay. And we got a small chamfer in there in case you got to put a pin through it. But let's see if we can carry this thing a little further and make something maybe a little more useful out of it. We'll try and make a chain link out of it. So we got this part here. We're going to linear pattern and we want to go along. Got to find it again. On this axis, let's go the Y. And yep, that's the right axis. So, and let's make this about 20. Say okay. So now we got what looks like could be a chain link. But we need something in the center here. So we can do it one of two ways. We can select a face in here or select a face out here. I'm just going to select a face here, go to the sketch tool, bam, we're there. Okay, so we got that. And to make it simple on myself, I just need something in here that covers this area. So let's grab a circle tool again. Since we have the center, let's grab this one and go out about Yeah, let's go out about there someplace. Now we need a center hole here. So we're going to go up here and grab this tool, and that's going to be an external projection. So that'll give us this center point. Okay. And right click. And we also want to make this a toggle to construction. We want to construct, not construction geometry. We want it, I take that back. We do want it construction geometry. Got to get my terms right for a new software. So there's that. And you can see it's dashed line in there. I hope you can see it. It's kind of small. So let's create another circle off of that center line. Go there. Doesn't matter the size of them. We're going to change it. So let's go over here, right click, grab that. Let's change that to, oh, how about 45. 45, enter. Yeah, that'll work. And that one is also 45. Okay. And then we need a couple lines going between them. So again, we'll come over here and we'll grab this tool and zoom in here, grab that line and that line, right click again, get out of it. So we got that line, right click there and turn it into construction geometry. And again, construction geometry. Okay. Now what we want to do is take this one, draw a line there, somewhere over there, another line from here to somewhere over there. We'll even leave it at an angle. So we got this one and that one. And you notice the lines aren't quite long enough. So let's right click, get out of that function. And let's grab this point and go out here and grab that point and go out here. So now we got to constrain it. So let's take this line, make sure it's horizontal. Okay, the other one already is horizontal. You can see that up here. So after we do that, we now got to constrain it to something else. So let's go here and constrain. Yeah, okay, we're out of everything. Constrain that line to that point. We want them coincident. Oops, did that wrong. Wrong selection. So let's undo that. And let's go here. Constrain that point to that line. Coincident. And do the same thing up here. That point to that line is again coincident. Now what we got to do is trim everything. So where I want to trim is not this line. I want to trim, come up here, there's a trim tool. So I want to trim that line and that line, that line, that line, that line, and that line. Well, here we got that line, and that line. Okay, I think I've got everything there. Okay. Then I can also trim that line, That looks good. And that line. And that's coming around to here. Okay. So, and we may have a couple degrees of freedom in there because, let's see, oops, let's go here and that line. Okay, now we're good. Okay. So everything is, like it or not, even though it's not green, it is constrained. I could move things around, but I'm not going to because everything is where it needs to be. So what I can do here, I'll exit the sketch and come over here, and I'm going to create a pad. Um, and I want to go here up to face. I want to select this face, or I could select this face. It doesn't really matter because anything inside this part will be cut off, and say OK. So now we got basically a chain link, and the link that comes in from one side or the other will be OK. And that's the whole process right there. If you want to get a little carried away, you can start adding fillets to it. But that's about the easiest way I can think of to use Freecad. It's always good if you're going to build an assembly to constrain everything the way it should be constrained, but it is not 100% necessary at all times, depending on what it is you're making. If you're building a single part like this, it's not really going to mate up with anything. Part looks good, it's dimensionally accurate for what you wanted. You're good to go. And from here, you can go File, Save As, and I'm going to make this just a link, save. And if I want to export it for 3D printing, let's go here, File, forgot one thing, go back to the model here, select that one, File, Export, and I want it to be a link. I'll leave it as a link body, and it's going up to this file up here, say save. Okay, and from here, minimize that. The nice part about it is now I can go into Flash Forge, and I can go back to load file. This is, let's see, I want to go to this one here and go to link. Oops. Link body right there, open, and there's a part in there. So let's go here, and it's not really the best way to do it, but I want the outsides looking good, so let's go ahead and do it that way. Let's go select this and go here. I'm just going to go auto supports, which is just in there. Okay, go back, start slicing, and because this is a small part, I'm going to leave it at 2 shells, supports, or infill, there we go. Go 3 layers, top and bottom, and I'm going to put this at 100% because I want it solid, and go slice. And that's the whole process. It's good to go. Slice preview. That's what the part will look like. And it's good to go. And there you go. It's all solid. Okay. So that's it. If it's useful for you, great. If not, that's up to you. But follow along with what the tutorials are doing. Use the tutorials that people put out there for you in Freecad, and then start playing. You can do a whole lot with Freecad once you get going with it. Constraints are a requirement, especially if you're going to do assemblies or precision work, but there's a lot you can do with just free form modeling and go from there. So take it for what you will, and that's about it for this video. Thank you. Talk to you all later. Bye.